Notes from Mel Hung's Math 120 online, section 2.7. Okay, section 2.7, the homework is 1 to 27 odd except for skip problem 25. We're graphing linear inequalities in the plane. The problems. And again, 27. And the answers in the back. So 2.7, there's 1.5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 23. Skip the 27 there. Okay. All right, so this section we're graphing inequalities. So 2x minus 3y is less than 6. So they're going to give me either less than or maybe greater than or less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. So how do we graph these? First, try to isolate the y, get y by itself. Put y on one side and mx plus b on the other if possible. So subtract 2x. Negative 3y is less than 2x plus 6. Divide by negative 3, which is a negative number. So you might recall if you divide by a negative, the inequality symbol reverses. So it becomes y is greater than 2/3 x minus 2. So first I graph the boundary line, y equals 2/3 x minus 2. Okay, now there's no line here, so it's going to be a dotted line. That means points right on the line do not satisfy the inequality. Okay, so if I had the line underneath it, then it would be a solid line, like this one. Line underneath, solid line. Okay, no line underneath, dotted line. So it's a dotted line. Okay, and then greater than means above, shade above. Okay, less than means you shade below. Okay, so all the points that are shaded satisfy the inequality. Points right on the line do not satisfy the inequality. Okay, number 7, 3x minus 4y is greater than or equal to 12. That line there automatically tells me I'm going to have a solid line this time. Okay, isolate the y, get y on one side, mx plus b on the other. So minus 3x minus 3x. Negative 4y is greater than or equal to negative 3x plus 12. Divide by negative 4. Again, that's a negative number, so I switch the inequality symbol from greater than or equal to less than or equal to. Y is less than or equal to 3/4 x minus 3. So this time I draw myself a solid line. Okay, so the m is negative, the b is negative 3, 1, 2, 3. And rise over the run of 3/4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Connect it with a solid line, and this time less than means I shade below. So shade below this time. 13, x is greater than or equal to 1. Okay, solid line. X equals 1, you might recall, x equals 1 is a vertical line. So I draw a vertical line, solid line, because I have the line underneath there. And which way is greater than 1? Well, 2, 3, 4, that would be shading this side. Okay, similar for 17, all I see is y less than 2. That's going to be a dotted line. Y equals 2 is a horizontal line, so I draw a horizontal line. And which way is less than 2? Well, that's down, like 1, 0. So I shade everything below. 23 is a little bit easier. Y is less than or equal to negative a half x plus 2. I already have y isolated, so there's nothing else to do. I graph the boundary line. This time it's solid. So my slope is negative a half. My b is 2, so 1, 2. And my slope is negative 1/2, so that's over 2, down 1, rise over the run. Okay, so I go 2 over and 1 down. Draw myself a solid line because I have a line underneath there. And y less than means shade below. Okay, and finally for 27, let me show you 27 again. For 27, they give you this picture, and based off that, come up with these. It's basically the same line. Okay, that's a dotted line, so it's going to be either a less than or greater than situation. In this case, it looks like it's going to be less than. That one's going to be greater than, and those are dotted lines. Okay, so come up with the equation. I see it passes through 0, 2, and negative 5, 0. So 0, 2, and negative 5, 0. The slope is 0 minus 2 divided by negative 5 minus 0. Y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. It comes out to be negative 2 divided by negative 5, or 2/5. Okay, and I already know that b is 2, the y-intercept is 2. So the equation is y equals 2/5 x plus 2. And now that I have that, B and C are just variations of it. It's the same line. They're both dotted. Okay? So this one is below, so it's going to be less than. That one's going to be greater than. So for part B, y is less than negative 2/5 x plus 2. And part C, y is greater than negative 2/5 x plus 2. Right? So these are notes from Mel Ham's Math 120 Online, section 2.7.